President Nana Akufo-Addo has tasked the Ghana Beyond Aid Committee to come up with a charter by September this year for the consideration of Parliament. The draft charter will make a way for the implementation of the Ghana Beyond Aid agenda. Speaking at the inauguration of the committee, President Akufo-Addo said 60 years after independence, it is about time Ghana stopped depending on external sources for survival.
President Akufo-Addo has, since assuming office, been touting the Ghana Beyond Aid agenda. In his view, the country should not be dependent on external powers or donors for survival 60 years after independence. The president put much emphasis on this when he addressed workers on May Day and has gone ahead to inaugurate a committee to work towards the execution of that agenda. The 13-member committee, chaired by the senior minister, Mr. Akufo-Addo, is made up of some ministers of state, including those of finance and local government, development experts, representatives of the Trade Union Congress, and the Private Enterprise Federation. The chairman of the committee, Mr. Akufo-Addo, said the dependency mentality must stop.
It may interest you to know that to date, 60% of the budget of the Electoral Commission is paid externally. So do you have that? How do you feel as a country that even conducting our elections will depend on outsiders for the 60% of the budget? So if you look at all the resources available to us, then there is a problem. And the problem is the effectiveness, the efficiency that we have put these resources to use, how we have thought through it, how we have managed it, our mental attitude. There are so many things wrong with the way we have managed ourselves.
President Akufo-Addo was worried that most sectors of the country's economy are in foreign hands.
It cannot be right that 60 years after Kwame Nkrumah hoisted the flag at Polo Ground, that the budgets of our country are still dependent on foreign assistance. Borrowing money from foreigners, going to capital markets around the world and borrowing money. That is all in a day's work in any modern state. But that the budgets of our country for health, for education, agriculture, and many other parts are dependent still on external assistance, largely because we have not been able to develop our economy to an extent that allows us to be able to fund things for ourselves. So that is the basic premise on which I've raised this issue, that by now we should be in a position to fund our own activities.
On the charter, the president was hopeful that the committee would beat the September deadline.
If we're able to draw up a charter which sets out timelines for us to be able to achieve budgetary self-sufficiency, to be able to take the steps that will ensure that we have genuine control over our economy. Most of the critical elements of our national economy are in foreign hands. The mines are in foreign hands, the oil companies are in foreign hands, the telephone companies are in foreign hands, the banks are in foreign hands. All the key elements of our national economy are dominated by foreigners. That cannot be right. Those facts continue to accentuate our dependence. Countries like ours, who have been able to achieve the transformation that we're seeking for, when you go to them and hear about them, the paradigm is radically different.
It is the hope of government that the Ghana Beyond Aid draft document would help make Ghana economically self-reliant.